this one, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. No racism, no bias talk on this channel. I got to talk about Steve versus Harry, or Harrison versus Stevenson, whichever way you like to put it. First, we want to give a shout out to both of these young men, for giving us this fight. Got to give a shout out for Harry for accepting the challenge of Shakur Stevenson. Him being a young, hungry fighter, a talented fighter as much as he is. Nowadays a lot of ducking going on. He could have ducked off too, but he decided to take. These two know of each other. They've been in the gym together. Of course, they both done worked with Terrence Crawford. Been in the gym with Bo Mack, but this time Shakur Stevenson won't be training with Bo Mack, of course, but Harry will be training with Bo Mack. So these two know each other. I'm sure they probably sparred together before, and now it's finna go down October 20th. So let's go into this prediction. Let me tell y'all what I got, what I feel is going on in this. Now, when I first, even though I know about Shakur Stevenson, it was something in my heart that was telling me Stevenson was gonna lose to Harry. I thought about the experience of Harry, the reach advantage of Harry, and I was thinking it was a possibility, that Harry could pull this off and beat Shakur Stevenson. As dangerous as Shakur Stevenson is, I was thinking that Harry probably could pull this off, y'all. But I'm gonna go into this and then I'm gonna tell you why. Now we got Harry, 23-2, 11 KOs, 5'10", 72-inch reach, long reach to be 130 pounder, WBO champion, former Olympian. We got Shakur Stevens, 16-0, 8 KOs, 5'7" with a 68-inch reach. So that means Harry gonna have the longer reach, 72-inch reach, former WBO champion and former Olympian as well. I also checked out his resume of Shakur Stevenson. He did not take the easy route. Most of his opponents have a lot of more wins than their losses, which means, he didn't go out there and with a soft touch. He wanted to come up like Erickson Lubin is another fighter who I know has did their career like that. They came up fighting content, good, real fighters. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come out there playing and just picking guys just to get up and get 17-0 type shit. They really went out there and they have fought good competition. Now, with Shakur, it wasn't nothing I could really do after I saw certain fights. I watched the fights with Shakur Stevenson when he was fighting, orthodox fighters, Demolition Man. Him and Harry actually are Demolition Man against right-hand fighters. But as I went deeper into watching Harry fights, I don't know why I keep saying Harrison. I'm sorry for that. Harry's, resume, I saw that he lost twice to a guy named Shikakov or Shilikov, and he lost to a guy named Miller from Floyd Mayweather camp over there. Now, the thing that's crazy is that both of these fighters are southpaws that he lost to. Now, the fighter, the Shikakov guy, he was a rough, tough guy, came there rushing, he coming there straight fighting, I had to watch the Herring versus Miller fight to really understand what was going on with Herring. Now, like I said, both of his losses have come from southpaws, and what I've seen is that Herring, for some reason, gets frustrated real bad when he's fighting, when Harry is fighting southpaws, it frustrates him real bad, and he can't perform right. If you watch him and Miller, whenever he was so frustrated that he was continuously hitting Miller behind the head. I'm surprised he didn't get no points taken away from him, but it's like when Harry is there in front of a southpaw opponent, it's like he's frustrated and he feels that he can't get off as good as he can. So it bothers him or something. He's not the same fighter once he fights southpaws. So as I watched that, I was like, if both of his losses coming from southpaws, these southpaws ain't no Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? These guys ain't got no skills like Shakur Stevenson, ain't as fast as Shakur Stevenson, no movement like Shakur Stevenson. Y'all, in this prediction, man, which is an easy prediction, I'm sure everybody gonna do it, unless some people want to go into the fact that Bo Mack will be training. uh, will be training Herring. But if Bomac is training Herring, of course people gonna be like, well, you know, Bomac, such a good trainer, Terrence Crawford. Of course, I was thinking like that. I'm like, you know, he may pull it off. He may find a weakness of Shakur Stevenson and be able to beat Shakur Stevenson. But as I keep looking, it's certain flaws that Herring does. He goes backwards. You know, he goes straight back. He's not that really good at movement. You know, he does move around the ring, but he also follows the southpaw's power hand. He doesn't move away from the power hand. He goes towards their power hand. He walks around to their power hand. That's going to be a major and bad mistake for him. But both of these fighters, they will have to keep their left hands up. You know, I think eventually going to be, you know, if either one of them could win, it'll be from a right hand punch. You know, but in my opinion, you know, it's going to come from Shakur Stevenson. That's what I think is going to happen in this fight. Take nothing away from Jamel Herring. I like him. I like his character. I like what he comes across, former U.S. Marine, you know, comes across as a stand-up guy. But, you know, this is not a personality contest. You know, this is actually boxing, men going out here getting hurt, punching each other. And as much as I thought Herring could pull it off, he's not, y'all. He's not going to beat Shakur Stevenson. I give him full credit, though, for going out there and, you know what I'm saying, giving this young fighter, hungry fighter like Shakur Stevenson, deadly fighter like Shakur Stevenson a shot. But Shakur, he gonna do him, y'all. He gonna do him. And in my opinion, he gonna do him early. He gonna do him early. When Jamel Herring gets frustrated, he also gets tired. I seen that too in the first fight when he fought the southpaw Russian guy who beat him. When he gets so frustrated, he gets tired. And so I think the 8th, 9th round, Shakur Stevenson is going to stop Jamel Herring. And it's going to be from a right uppercut or right hook. Guarantee y'all that. That's my prediction for the fight, y'all. Give credit to both fighters. I like both fighters. You know what I'm saying? I want to see actually both of these guys win. I wish it was a way they could get a draw or something, you know what I'm saying? But they'll have to do, you know, they'll probably have to do a rematch or something. But I don't want to see either of these guys lose, man. I like Jamel Herring. I like Shakur Stevenson. You know, in my heart, it was telling me from the experience from Jamel Herring, you know, he could pull it off. But Shakur just too damn good, y'all. And I ain't saying that because I said Shakur Stevenson is going to be the next Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But Shakur Stevenson is just too good. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I can't see no way of Jamel Herring beating him now that I know and I've seen that it frustrates him to fight southpaw fighters. And he going against one of the deadliest young, hungry southpaw fighters out there right now. Shakur Stevenson, to me, is the next Floyd Mayweather. Or the next, well, you can't... Well, I say Terrence Crawford too, but you know, when you say Floyd Mayweather, people think the money and all the glitz and the glamour behind it. I'm talking about as in boxing. He gonna be a major threat coming up. Shakur Stevenson gonna have a lot of these big names that's out here talking this shit now that's at 135 and shit. They gonna duck their head down when they see Shakur Stevenson come their way. I'm telling you. We already know what he did to Devin Haney years ago in the Mayweather gym. Even though people want to say that was sparring, fuck that. Shakur Stevenson was 16. Devin Haney was, what, 17, 18? Or they was somewhere in that range. Shakur Stevenson was shaking Devin Haney's headgear the fuck up. He was whipping Devin Haney's ass. Now, Devin caught Shakur Stevenson with a good-ass right hand. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was a left hook. Was it a left hook or a right hook? It was a good-ass punch, though. But it ain't do shit to Shakur. I will give Devin Haney that. He caught him real good, but he ain't do nothing to Shakur. Shakur was in there shaking his helmet up, his headgear up, the whole sparring match. You don't believe me? Go on YouTube. You can find it yourself. I'm not biased. I'm just telling the truth. Take nothing from Devin Haney, but that boy Shakur Stevenson, he the real deal, man. All these fighters y'all see talking that shit, talking about they'll do this and that. Even Gary Russell Jr., all them talking that shit. Though none of them mention their boy name, do it. They sit up and talk about each other. Oh, I'll fight Ryan Garcia. You ain't heard none one of them ever mention that boy Shakur Stevenson. Cause they know they don't want to see him. If he fuck around and I wish he could move. I wish he would move up to 135 right now. I wish he would just move up right now. You'll see what's really going on with them 135 pounds. Or you see a lot of moving up like they doing. But Devin will fight him though, I think. Devin, out of all them, Devin the only one who will fight him. Devin is the only one who will fight him. Which is very sad what Devin Haney going through, being ducked as he is. Shout out to Devin Haney. I don't know why these dudes such fear of you. You know what I'm saying? You are talented fighter, very, very skillful, but that one punch by Linares showed them that you are not Superman. And I'm surprised that they ain't out there trying to jump on you. You know what I'm saying? You are a threat, a major threat, dangerous as well. But as fighters, I don't see why they're not going at Devin Haney like they're supposed to. It's sad that he have to pull up on fighters and then they go to talking all this shit and all that shit. But, hopefully after this Kambosos Jr. fight, we'll see the Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney fight. Hopefully we'll see that. But if Shakur Stevenson was to go to 135, you'll see a lot of them so-called killers and knockout orders and, shit talkers. Shakur Stevenson, when he walk in the building, they held their head down. Like, he gone yet? He gone? Shakur is the next Floyd Mayweather, y'all. Shakur is the next thing. I'm telling y'all. That boy, the way he find, not only the way he throw his offense, man, like he don't give you time to get offense on him. You know what I'm saying? Which is very smart of him, his combinations. And then he see openings so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can see when you trying to block a punch and you move to your side too fast. He'll hit you in your side. You try to go back down, hit you. Shakur is the man. I'm telling y'all. And I like Jamel Herring, but damn, I hate to see him lose, man. I hate to see Jamel Herring lose, but 8th, 9th round is going to be a right hook that's going to stun him or a right uppercut that's going to stun Herring, and Shakur Stevenson going to finish him. That's my prediction for this fight. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the comment section for. If you love the channel, you support the channel, you know what time it is. Go to Cash App, PayPal on above in the channel. Share the videos for me. Mention Easy Workboxing name on other platforms. That also helps the channel. But this is my prediction, y'all. If you disagree, you know what I'm saying, leave your comments. I ain't got no problem with nobody disagreeing. I just want to know how you feel. Maybe something I missed or something I need to look at myself. But I just thank y'all for tuning in, man. This is Easy Workboxing. I'm out.